My name is Jeffrey Adayas. I'm currently working with Admission Hub. So Admission Hub is based in Toronto and we have two offices. So this is our pilot webinar for you guys with Admission Hub and pilot with St. Lawrence College.
So again, good evening, everyone. My name is Oliver and I'm from St. Lawrence College. So we are a designated learning institution, meaning all our programs are eligible for the postgraduate work permit. So meaning if you study for 1 year, you get to stay and work for another year. And if you study for 2 years or more, you get to stay for 3 years. So we are located in Kingston, Ontario. That's in between Toronto and Montreal and right below Ottawa. As you all know, Ottawa is the capital of Canada. And then we have 3 campuses. Our main campus is the one in Kingston. So it's the one closest to Toronto, about 2.5 hours away, and 2 hours from Ottawa and 3 hours from Montreal. And then another campus is in Brockville, which is the closest to Ottawa, about 1 hour away. And lastly, our campus in Cornwall, which is the closest to Montreal, about 1.5 hours away. And it's also close to Ottawa, same distance. Okay, so this is our campus in Brockville. So it's located in the world-famous 1000 Islands region. So the Brockville campus offers a beautiful small-town atmosphere in a close-knit community with a cafe-style student commons, a large student lounge, and a brand new library learning commons. And the Brockville campus offers plenty of space for students to study, relax, and spend time with friends. So among others, you'll find there the Brockville Railway Tunnel, which is Canada's oldest tunnel. Then there's also the Brockville Art Center and the world-famous 1000 Islands boat tours. And then this is our campus in Cornwall, which is located on the shores of the St. Lawrence River. So students can enjoy studying or lounging by the river, and then they can also enjoy the water views from the library, residence, and classrooms. And for your information, Cornwall has the lowest rent in Canada. And then recently, the city of Cornwall has been included in the OINP, or the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. So this allows the government of Ontario to nominate individuals for immigration to Ontario. So the OINP is one of the most varied and dynamic of Canada's provincial nominee program, with streams and categories designed to welcome skilled workers, business migrants, and of course the international students. And lastly, our main campus, which is the one in Kingston, it is located in a mid-sized community, which is safe, friendly, and affordable. And it's also located in a beautiful waterfront that offers outdoor activities and urban amenities for an active student lifestyle. So some quick facts about Kingston. It was the first capital of Canada, and then it has a population of 170,000, and then it has a high quality of living. And as for the cost of living, it's quite low. In fact, it's about 40% cheaper as compared to other major cities like Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal. It is safe and friendly. And then being a mid-sized city, there's less competition for jobs. And then recently, it has been named as one of the best cities in Canada for millennials to live. And it's also known to be the hockey cradle of Canada. Jeff, I'll just admit 2 of our participants. Okay, there you go. Okay. So
just accept
Kingston,
it because I don't have control. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So St. Lawrence College is also known to be a university or college town. So aside from St. Lawrence College, you'll find there the Queen's University, the Royal Military College, and the Limestone District School Board. And then these are just some of the facilities that we offer. We have esthetician classes. Hold on, I'll just accept 2 other participants.
Yeah, sorry, because I don't have control.
Yeah, no worries. There you go. Okay. So again, these are just some of the facilities that we offer. We have the esthetician classes, multimedia classes, health and science, My apologies. I'm just gonna admit another student.
Wait, okay, just go on. I'll ask Kimi to do the co-hosting. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. And then we also have our carpentry classes, automotive classes, and welding and fabrication classes, which are just some of our skilled trades programs that we offer. Okay. And then we also have excellent athletic facilities, including cardio room, weight room, and gymnasium. And then it also has a double gym, outdoor atrium, and deck, which features one of the nicest basketball courts in Ontario. Uh, Again, I'll just admit another student. And then as for recreation, throughout the academic year, various recreation events and drop-in activities are held at each campus. So this includes a staff versus student games. We also have Super Sport Saturday, paintball trips, Student Appreciation Week, Spirit Day, among others. And then we have our libraries, where we provide extensive online and print materials, information services, and study workspace. And then we have experienced staff here who are available to help our students to find the information they would need to complete their assignments or to research other interests. And currently, since the school is still closed due to pandemic, the library provides 24/7 online access to all students and employees. And this includes ebooks, audiobooks, and digital magazines. And then they can also do online streaming, which includes new movie releases. And then St. Lawrence College offer a wide range of support services to their international students. So we have our student association, wherein students can just hang out here during their free time and interact with other students and even with faculties. So during their break time, they can play billiards or table tennis, among others. Then we have our student wellness and accessibility. Hold on, I'll just admit another student. There you go. So like our health and wellness, wherein student can do appointments with physicians and nurses, or even with dentists, and this is available on all campuses. Then we have our counseling and accessibility services. Usually, students when they're overwhelmed with academic, personal, or financial concerns, we have counselors here who can assist them, and these confidential personal counselings are available at all St. Lawrence College to all St. Lawrence College students rather. Then we also have our academic support center. So this is a free service available for one-on-one or group tutoring sessions, and this can be done on a drop-in basis or by appointment. And then already included in your tuition fee is the health insurance, and this is provided by GuardMe. And then also included in the tuition fee is the bus pass. We call it the bus pass, wherein students can just ride the buses for free, and then this can take them anywhere around Kingston. And usually the interval is just around 5 to 10 minutes. And then we also have our SLC carpool program, wherein students can just sign up and ride with other students and even with faculties. And then in terms of diversity, as you all know, Canada is a very diverse country. So the school is represented by about 45 countries. So the entire student population is about 7,500, 1,500 of which are international students. And then currently we have about 50 Filipino students. 50 Filipino students, and we're still trying to grow that number. And then in terms of the KPI, or the key performance indicators, we normally belong to the top 3 in terms of the graduate employment rate and the employer satisfaction rate. And this is due to the fact that the school itself, we have our own placement center, which we call the SLC Career Services. So basically, they connect the graduates with the employers, with the employers of their chosen career path. So the career services offers a range of free resources, including resume and cover letter assistance. And then they also do interview preparation, job search coaching, individualized career coaching, on-campus job fairs with local and regional employers. Then they also have job boards with hundreds of opportunities in Eastern Ontario. So they regularly hold job fairs, and then they also post job ads regularly. So these are just some of the companies that we have tie-ups with. And then St. Lawrence College offers more than 70 programs to their international students, ranging from one-year certificate programs. So the more popular programs here are the medical laboratory tech for the medtech graduates, and then we also have the personal support worker and the culinary skills. Then we have our 2-year diploma programs, which is quite popular among our Filipino students, because like I mentioned earlier, this would automatically give them a 3-year postgraduate work permit upon finishing the program. So the more popular programs here are the business programs. Then we also have the computer systems technician and the game programming for the IT graduates. Then we have the early childhood education for the education graduates. And then we have our mental wellness and addiction worker and social service worker for the psychology graduates. And then we also have our health and science, like the health information management and the environmental technician. Hold on, I'll just admit another student. There you go. And then we have our hospitality programs like the culinary management, hospitality per se, and the tourism. And then we also have our skill trades programs, which is the most in demand and highest paying jobs in Canada right now. Then we have our 3-year advanced diploma programs. So the more popular programs here are the advanced business programs. Then we also have the behavioral science, civil engineering technology, computer programming and analysis, and the biotechnology advanced. Then we only offer one 4-year bachelor degree program, which is the Bachelor of Business Administration. Hold on, I'll just admit another student. And lastly, the postgraduate programs, which is quite popular among Filipino students, because most of our applicants or our Filipino students are already degree holders, and so these are the most. This would be the most ideal for them. So we offer several programs like the business programs like business analytics and international. Digital marketing communications. Then we have the healthcare administration international, which is quite popular among students with health background or the registered nurses. And then we have international business management, project management, and supply chain management. And then we also have autism and behavioral science for the psychology graduates and the therapeutic recreation for the PT graduates. And then recently, the school came up with the graduate certificate program pairs. So by attending 2 sequential graduate certificate programs, students can be eligible to increase the duration of their PGWP. Hold on, I just admit another student. So instead of only attending one graduate certificate program, which could result in a 1-year PGWP, students could now be eligible for a PGWP of up to 3 years. Moreover, applying for a graduate certificate program pair may increase the duration of their study permits. So these graduate certificate program pairs have been specially selected to complement each other, as well as the skills and learning experiences they will enjoy while attending classes. So as you can see on your screen, we have these are just some of the pairs that we are offering, like the digital marketing communication, then project management, the user experience design plus the digital marketing communications, project management, and supply chain management, and then international business management plus project management. As for the tuition fees, it ranges from 15 to 16,000 for the diploma, advanced diploma, and the graduate programs or the postgraduate programs, and then 21,000 for the bachelor degrees and for the 4-year bachelor degree programs. And then we're waiving the $100 application fee. As for admission requirements, we would only require a copy of your passport, your college diploma, college transcript of records, and resume. So we have already waived our IELTS or any English proficiency exam requirements. As for housing, we offer 3 types of housing. First is the on-campus residence at SLC student residence. So it's like a dormitory type. So it's located right beside the school. And then another option would be the homestay, wherein you get to stay with a Canadian family. So it's like having foster parents. And then lastly, the off-campus housing, or more popularly known as the shared houses. And with that, I'll leave you a short clip about St. Lawrence College.
Hi folks, it's that time of the year again. We get to welcome new and returning students to SLC for the start of a new academic year. And whether this is your first post-secondary experience, or maybe you're joining us to continue learning and upgrade your skills, you should know that SLC is committed to providing an environment where everyone feels welcome and that they belong. I also want to welcome staff, faculty, and community partners. Many of you are long-term members of the SLC community, and I'm excited about continuing to work together to help our college and our students succeed. When I look at the coming year, there's so much to be excited about. The great team in Student Services has refreshed student wellness and accessibility services to better serve our students and to continue the important work around reducing the stigma associated with mental health. SLC has also started the conversation to create a center of excellence that will change the face of hospitality and tourism education in Eastern Ontario. And our objective to continue honoring Indigenous ways of knowing and being will help us to continue to grow as a community. All this and more contribute to make me feel very proud to be SLC. Here's to a terrific school year for everyone. I can't wait to see you in the halls.
So again, so that ends my presentation. Thank you again, everyone, for listening. So if you have questions, I'll just be around to answer all of them. You may jot down your questions at the message box. And then you can also visit our webpage at stlawrencecollege.ca, or you may scan the QR code on your screen. Thank you.
Okay, so there you go. So welcome again to our webinar session. So of course, firstly, pag yung mga pumupunta dito sa Canada, syempre, pag umiisip kayong pumunta sa ibang bansa, syempre you have to identify first kung ano yung goal nyo talaga pagpunta dito. So different goals. Mayroong gusto lang tourists to check, different areas or visit yung relatives or families. Ang iba naman student para makapag-aral to elevate their, competency and qualifications. And then the third one is work. Like for example, there's some sponsorship coming from Canada, and then they're getting people from the Philippines. And then of course, permanent residency if you apply through express entry, and eventually citizenship. So with the current state kasi ngayon, so tourist is very restricted right now. So hindi ka makapunta unless you're a Canadian or PR na na-stuck somewhere and then babalik ka dito, or may talaga important. But with the situation, ang student talaga yung pinaka-fastest pathway for now to come to Canada. So dapat talaga ma-establish nyo muna kung ano yung goal nyo sa pagpunta ng Canada. And the second part is, lagi nyo tatanong, bakit Canada? I think, alam nyo naman na nakapag-research na kayo. If you plan to go to Canada, I'm sure nakapag-research na kayo for different reasons and you explore different countries as well. But for Canada specific, it offers like low tuition fee as compared to the American education and even Australia. And then you have the opportunity to enhance your bilingual skills. Like in Canada, we have French and we have English, of course. And it's easy to apply. When you say easy to apply, like for example, school admission is very like ilang requirements like what Oliver mentioned: high school diploma, transcript, resume, and that's it. You can easily admitted in the school. And then there are schools like, of course, scholarship programs. And what good about Canada is that there's a lot of like there's a diverse culture, like 200, to be exact, like 250 ethnic origins ang meron dito. Like specifically Toronto, Ontario, sobra siyang dami. And then if you look at Canada, Canada is ranked actually in a global ranking in terms of education. It's top 4. So this is a really good number. And in Canada, when you study and you plan to go here, there's really a pathway for you to become a permanent resident eventually. And in Canada as well, while you study, you can work part-time. So yun yung maganda. Unlike in the Philippines, nung nag-aaral tayo ng college natin, we never had an opportunity to work because yung load ng hours sa school is very heavy. Unlike in Canada, you're only studying like 3 days in a week. So you have opportunity to work part-time, like you have 4 days. And sometimes during breaks, you can work full-time. So yun yung maganda about Canada when you explore this country. And syempre, tatanungin nyo, bakit ko naman kailangan mag-aral ng Canada? Nung mag-aral pa, graduate na ako, may bachelor's degree na ako, hindi ba ako pwedeng dumiretso? Marami kasi mga ganong Pilipino nagtatanong. So, bibigyan ko lang kayo ng isang simple calculation. Ano yung impact niya kapag nag-aral kayo sa Canada? So, if you plan to go to Canada, dapat very aware ka kung anong standing mo in terms of CRS tool. So, yung tool na sa website ng IRCC, you can, explore it and then try to input all your information. So basically, kung ito yung profile nyo, single kayo today, 35 years old kayo, of course, kung mas mababa kayo, mas higher yung points. And then I'm sure you have a bachelor's degree in the Philippines, and mostly mga Filipinos, we get like 7 average IELTS. So nilagay ko lang siya sa ganyang rating, and then mostly rin sa atin, kung 35 ka na, I'm pretty much sure na meron ka ng 3 years more than na trabaho within the NOOAB. So, yung base score mo dito is 345 automatic. Pag nag-aral ka sa Canada ng 2 years program, it will give you like plus 15 points. And of course, kapag pumunta ka sa St. Lawrence College, like for example, kumuha ka ng 2 years program, you will eligible to apply for a 3 years work for postgraduate work permit. So from there, you will gain 1 year experience. So from that 1 year experience, you will have plus 62 points. And then, like for example, on your first year, hindi pa rin kayo nabigyan ng invitation to apply for PR, you can have still the second year experience, right? Kasi 3 years naman yung open work permit for PGWP. You will earn plus 81 points. So technically, you have 2 years and then you have your one year work permit, or 2 years. By age 39, you will get 441 points. So meaning, if you look at the numbers below, ito yung mga points na binibigay ng Canada for you to invite for permanent residency. So for example, as of last time, it's 380 as of May 31. So because of the COVID, yung numbers is getting lower. Like yung trend niya is pababa ng pababa. So meaning, with this profile, kung mas bata kayo, mas mataas yung points nyo, and kung mag-aaral kayo, mas mag-elevate yung points nyo dito, and mas malaki ang chance nyo na magkaroon ng PR in Canada. So I'm sharing you this, guys, kasi talagang dapat maintindihan nyo kung ano yung magiging pathway. Hindi lang pupunta kayo dito para mag-aral. Dapat you have in mind na bakit kayo mag-aaral. Of course, eventually, like for myself, gusto ko maging citizen ng Canada eventually. So but now, I really have to take this process kasi ito yung pathway na in-offer ng Canada for us to do that. Okay? At tapos, ano pa maganda pang nag-aral? So, dito makikita nyo din na sobrang win-win siya if you're a family or may kakilala kayong family na gustong pumunta ng Canada. Why win-win? Because yung isa nag-aaral, yung isa open work permit, tapos kung may anak sila, libre yung pag-aaral ng anak nila. Like for example, if ang profile ng customer is gusto niya 1-year program, so may 1-year postgraduate work permit siya after, and din yung asawa niya, day 1 ng kanyang study permit, open work permit na yon. And then yung education anak, kung meron, libre yun sa school. So, dito makikita nyo na dalawa yung opportunity ng family na makapag-apply ng permanent residency. One is yung principal applicant na wherein after niyang mag-complete ng PGWP, makakapag-lodge na siya ng application for PR to nag-wait. The other one naman is yung partner is mas early yung kanyang submission ng PR application kasi 1 year pa lang, 1 year ng study ng principal na asawa niya, siya naka 1 year na siya ng full-time job, pwede na siyang mag-lodge ng kanyang application. So in this scenario, dalawa kayong may opportunity na magkaroon ng PR application or invitation eventually after you finish a 1-year work experience or 1 year na education ng principal. So yun yung maganda sa family. So kaya ako, kung yung nakausap akong family, lagi kong pinibigay kasi this is the best option for them. So kung may kakilala kayo, tell them. Kasi maraming iba hindi naman nila alam yung ganito. Alam lang nila is automatic na sila mag-aaral. Tapos tatanungin nyo, kailan ba dapat pumunta ng Canada? So bibigyan ko lang kayo ng scenario, okay, para lang makita nyo yung urgency, bakit kayo. This is the best time for you to come here in Canada, guys, because from 2021, this one, 2021 to 2023, ang plans ni Canada is to get 1.2 million newcomers. So ibig sabihin niyan, bibigay sila ng permanent residency to 1.2 million and about 400,000 per year. So if tingnan niyo yung previous history, almost average lang niya 72,000 people lang ang binibigyan niya ng invitation to apply. But this time, because of the pandemic, at least meron tayong 1.2 million. Sobrang dami noon. Ang population na ng Canada is 38 million. 38 million sa ganitong kalaking, kalaking country. Philippines, 110 million. Ang liit lang natin. Almost 33 lang siya na liit ni Canada. So this is the perfect time. Kung mag-aaral kayo ng 1 year, like you study now, at least you have like 1 year in 2023, talagang malaki yung chance nyo. And with the CRS score na mababa, talagang ito talaga yung opportunity and the best time for you to come to Canada. Okay, then the last part is, of course, why Admission Hub? Diba I presented to you why Admission Hub? Because Admission Hub, we are #1 college admission and visa services. So when we say visa services, we offer a lot of different products like tourist visa, student visa, PR, open work permit, and even citizenship. But bulk ng business namin is really more on student permit. And as a company, we're operating to 14 countries. So we are a multinational company based in Toronto and Vancouver. And then we have 3,000 plus base clients. And in terms of partnership, we have more than 150 school partners here in Canada, including St. Lawrence College. And we have 50 plus staff worldwide. And if you look at the website, our rating is at 4.9/5. And as an immigration firm, of course, we have KPIs then, and we check our performance based on approval. And as of February 2021, our approval rate is 98%. And hindi lang kami basta lang immigration company, we also are pathway coach kasi gusto namin yung mga tao is hindi lang siya yung transactional yung magiging yung relationship namin sa kanila. Gusto namin yung entire journey kung ano yung goal nila is kami yung partner nila. Later on makikita nyo meron kami isang client na from tourist, nag-work to PR na alam mo yon na partner ng Admission Hub family. So yun yung maganda why Admission Hub. So and then luckily we are expanding and penetrating the Filipino market. So we started to do it April. So this is our first webinar with St. Lawrence. So I'm sure baka iba sa inyo ngayon lang narinig sa Admission Hub. But if you have time, go to our website. You will see that we will be here. We've been here operating in Canada and other markets for 8 years already. Okay, and ito yung mga success clients ko so far. So si Vilma is a sample of like tourist siya dito, tapos na-convert siya ng study, 55 years old, and 15 days lang, na-approve yung kanyang study permit. So siya si Vilma. So this is the sample of ito yung application niya. So we lodge it May 4, and then May 14 na-approve siya. If you choose Admission Hub to handle your case, mas malaki yung higher or rate of chances of approval. Okay, ito si Karen. So she's 36 years old. So pumunta siya dito na tourist, tapos nag-work permit, tapos ngayon PR na siya kasama yung kanyang mga anak. We can wrap up, right? It's 9:10 already, and then thank you so much. So expect na every Saturday we'll have session. So I'm sure si Oliver makikita niyo siya ulit. anytime soon. So to discuss another, I mean, the St. Lawrence College, and for us to be, keep connected. So thank you, Oliver. Thank you guys for attending the session. So hope to see you soon here in Canada.
Yes. Thank you as well, Jeff. And I would like to thank everyone for participating to tonight's webinar. So yun nga, feel free to message Jeff para sa lahat ng questions.
Yeah, ako na ang bahala sa admission nyo sa St. Lawrence. Ako na rin bahala sa processing nyo. Yung buong journey na yon sa akin nyo yun pagkatiwala. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe, everyone, and have
Bye-bye.
a great
Have a
weekend.
good night. Yep, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.